Hello and welcome to the new emulator playthrough that I'll be starting on this channel. And this is a game I've already done, but this is the remake and it is much harder than the original, and it is Final Fantasy IV, the DS remake. And well, I'm going to be trying to do everything. I'll be getting all the summons, yada yada. But yeah, it's a decent remake. It's pretty good, and it has voice acting in it. And I'm going to keep this going because why not? So I'm going to keep quiet. But first, there is Rosa and Cecil. And Kane. And there we go. So that's how you introduce a game, I guess. So let's go. Hell yes. So there is Cecil.
Lord Captain, we're nearly to the Baron border. So we are. Trouble's here, too. Orders may be orders, but this goes too far.
So I do like the voice acting element, that they added it. Because this was pre-voice acting age for games. But they added it in for the remake.
Lord Captain! We're the Red Wings, the pride of Baron. Must we now be thieves sent to plunder from the weak? Enough. But Lord Captain, the Mysidians offer no resistance, and still we cut them down. Listen to me. We did no more than what our kingdom's peace and prosperity required us to do. The Mysidians knew too much of the crystal and its secrets. His Majesty deemed it so. We are the Red Wings of Baron. It is not our place to question the orders of our king. Lord Captain. Lord Captain! Monsters of the Boar!
So this shows the battle system. You don't actually one-shot them like you do in the original. Yeah, it's just much harder because I mean there were some very tricky sections in the original, but they're just even worse now. I mean I'm gonna have to do more grinding, and there's just stuff that just won't go as smoothly as they would in the original. So there's gonna be a lot of just spots where I'm gonna have to just stop to grind. But you know.
Everyone all right? Aye. With all these monsters as of late. Disturbing, is it not? I wonder what it bodes. We've breached the castle, my lord. Well then, prepare for landing, men. Lord!
And there's Bagan. Ah, the young lord returns triumphant. You did secure Mysidius crystal, did you not? The crystal is ours, but the Mysidians, they did not even raise a hand in their own defence, Bagan. All's the better then, is it not? Only fools would dare oppose the almighty will of Baron. Come, we must not keep his majesty waiting. So most of the dialogue I will have to read out, but some of it for like mainly the more important cutscenes have voice acting. A moment, my lord. Your Majesty, I fear our good Lord Cecil's faith in you begins to waver. Does it now? Indeed, your loyalty and worth are proven once again, Captain Bagan. But the crystal is all that matters. Bring him before me, as you wish. Lord Cecil, his Majesty bids you enter. The kingdom of Baron hails your return, Cecil. You have brought me the crystal, I trust. I have, your Majesty. It is genuine, your Majesty, so it is. See how it shines. That will be all, Cecil. You may leave us now. Your Majesty, have you some other matter to discuss? Our king has granted you your leave, and yet you would trouble him further? I know it is not my place to ask, your Majesty, and I pray you can forgive my indiscretion. But what is it you aim to do? Your ways are not as they once were. My men's hearts grow heavy with misgiving. As does yours? Your Majesty, no, I would never doubt. Do you take me for a fool, Cecil? Do you think your treasonous whisperings escape my ears? After all I've done for you, Cecil, you wound me. This is most unfortunate, but I can place no trust in one who offers none in return. I hereby relieve you of command of the Red Wings. My liege. You will go now to the Valley of Mist instead. There is a task I would have you do. A phantom creature haunts the borders of that land, the Eidolon of Mist. You will slay it and deliver this ring to the village that lies beyond. They will know its meaning. Be gone at first light on the morrow. Your Majesty. And it was Cain. I beg you, my liege, reconsider. You know Cecil would not betray you. Ah, Cain, I was not aware this matter concerned you, but as you seem so eager to protect your friend, let your spear accompany his blade on the road to Mist. Your Majesty, I've no more words. Take the ring and be gone, while my mood is yet fair. My liege. Oh dear. Cain, forgive me. I did not mean to draw you into this. What's to forgive? We'll slay this eidolon of his, and all will be forgotten. You'll be commanding the Red Wings again before you know it. Kane, you must be tired from Mysidia, no? Leave the preparations to me and get yourself some rest. I don't actually remember if there's a option to make sure I always run. Let me check. There we go. Well, actually, no, I don't want that. I'll have weight. It makes it easy to have auto run on, to be fair. I know, of course, the beginning of the game has quite a few cutscenes. Quite a few voice acted ones. Like that. Especially when a character is introduced. Other than Kane, he doesn't get one. But Rosa and Sid will get voice acted scenes. Cecil. And here is Rosa. Thank goodness you're alright. The orders for Mysidia came so suddenly, I'd worried. We're fine. Small wonder, considering we fought mages who did not fight back. Cecil. I'll visit you in your tower later. Of course. And here's Sid. Well, well, look who's home. Rose has been worried sick about you, you know. Make that girl cry and you'll have me to answer to, you hear? Speaking of girls, how are my babies? Didn't burn out any engines, did you? You and them goons of yours need to treat those ships with more respect. Hey, why the long face? Something the matter? Sid, What? And he's sending you to hunt the Eidolon instead? But what'll happen to the Red Wings without you? I tell you, something's got on into His Majesty. He's ordered me to build a new ship, you know, a more manoeuvrable one with more firepower. What's he thinking? I'm not building these things for him to wage war. Let's talk among the townspeople too. Everyone's worried about where Baron's headed. And now the King's sending you away from us? Missed, eh? Well, you take care of yourself. Suppose I don't need to worry about you though, do I? I'd best be on my way too. That daughter of mine is going to wring my neck if I spend another night here working without checking on her at home. So there goes Sid. The character you don't really see straight away. See more later on. And now here is Namingway. Greetings and salutations, Sir Knight. My name is Namingway. I travel the world, bestowing new names upon those dissatisfied with the ones they already possess. But as of late, I find fewer and fewer wishing to take advantage of my renaming services. What say you? Won't you try a new name on for size? Say what? You can't change your name? Well, this is certainly unprecedented. It's almost as though my existence here serves no purpose. A naming way who cannot change a man's name is no naming way at all. I believe it is time I embarked on a new journey to find my proper place in this world. Well then, until we meet again. So that was added, but for a few parts in the beginning of the game, you will see naming way. It becomes mapping way and gives you a map, stuff like that. Anyway, I've turned your bed, my lord. They told me you would be departing again on the morrow. Well, rest well tonight. Do 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 do. And here we go. A very well-known scene.
Your Majesty, as an orphan and raised me as his own. The strong, just king I once knew. Is a crystal worth all this? Robbing a peaceful people of what's theirs by right. What need could be so great? King's orders or no, there's no forgiving what we've done.
Cecil? Won't you tell me what happened? First you're sent off to Mysidia, and now to hunt some beast again so soon? Did something happen in Mysidia?
No, it's nothing.
Then why won't you look at me?
In Mysidia, we stole a crystal from people who had done no wrong. I've worn this darkened armor for so long now. There's no mote of light left in me. Not even in my heart.
You're a good man, Cecil.
I'm a coward.
This theme is very popular among the fans. Just thought I'd say.
Cecil of the Red Wings is many things, but he is no coward. Not the Cecil who I love. The king is sending you to Mist to slay the Eidolon, isn't he? If anything were to happen to you, I couldn't...
King will be with me. I'll be fine. It's late. You should get some rest.
Be careful.
Thank you, Rosa. But I know what I've become.
The theme of love is a very good theme, as I said. Final Fantasy IV is just one of the best ones anyway. I prefer it over 6, and it just beats 5. To be fair, 6, as good as the game is, it's the worst of the trilogy, because 5 is underrated and is very good, and this is extremely good.
Shall we then, Cecil?
I'll be counting on you, my friend.
Then you've nothing to fear.
And there we go. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. And so the Dark Knight, Cecil, stripped of his command of the Red Wings, set out for the distant Valley of Mist. Together with Cain, commander of the Dragoons, he would pursue a faceless quarry and a chance for redemption. The advent of the airship had marked the realisation of mankind's most ancient dream, but man is a creature seldom sated, and he was quick to dream anew. With the unparalleled might of the Red Wings, Baron's military soon reigned supreme. Why then does its king now seek the crystals? And why have fearsome monsters suddenly begun to overrun the once calm land? If the crystals know, they share no answers, only their pure and silent light. I've got to say that is a pretty good opening. Just saying. That's a pretty good opening. Here's the town of Baron. Do 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 do. And of course, there are your menus with everything. But especially for Cecil, in the beginning of the game, his equipment's set for him. Well, apart from one dungeon where you do get stuff, but you know, we do not go there yet, which is fair enough. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So I ain't gonna be buying anything, but we can have a look. So yeah, bestiary is basically Libra. I don't know why it is that, but you do get an actual bestiary to see enemies that naming way gives you. I think that's the second thing it gives you. It gives you a map first. Anyway, this building houses the entrance to the Devil's Road, the Woyoma path that leads to Mysidia. In quieter days, it was a thriving means of trade, but now the wizards have sealed the exit on their end, effectively closing the route. There is also a military classroom down in the cellar, though I'm sure you've no need to be taught about combat. No. However, there's nobody there needed. But yeah, of course, you know, each Final Fantasy has their own way of trying to teach you the basics if you don't know them. Because one of the Final Fantasies has to be someone's first. And well, if Final Fantasy VII is someone's first, well, I'm jealous. Because to experience a game like that as the first Final Fantasy would just... Oh, that would have been phenomenal. But even though it wasn't the first Final Fantasy I played, it's still the greatest game of all time regardless. Anyway. Is there not even more than one? Of course there isn't. Do, 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 do. There it is, I know it was somewhere. It's very easy to get stuck down here. Let's see a dance, shall we? Very weird music. Let's just hope this isn't the thumbnail. People will get the wrong idea. Knowing my luck, it will be. I've had some very strange thumbnails. I'll just change it. Though if a thumbnail will ever be like ridiculous, then I will change it. But you know. So in the remake, everything does seem quite inflated. Like your proportion is much smaller, but you know, anyway. Of course, this is gradual petrification. Not something you want to see in your first battle. That's how you know they're not messing around. Boom. Oh dear. Lovely. Well, this is the most battles I've ever got in this section. Never had 2 battles in this section. Anyway, here is Naming Way. Oh, greetings and salutations again. Your name was Cecil, was it not? After we last spoke, I set about mapping out a new course for my life, one that would allow me to help people. But having undertaken the task of mapping, the name of Naming Way now seems rather inappropriate. Now he's become Mapping Way the cartographer. Alright, let me give you this. Wayfarer's map. It's an enchanted map that will draw itself as you traverse the floors and caves of dungeons. And that's not all. For each map you complete, you'll receive a fantastic award. I hope you find it useful. Well done until we meet again. Need to make sure everything's off, to be honest. Because there's certain things I just have on. Yeah, I don't think there's anything on. Anyway, yeah, corrupted save state, of course. When you're ready, there we go. Oh dear. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So Cecil could very easily get a level up here, you know. And the good thing is, you know, if when you get to a dead end there's any treasure chests or not, because it does pop up on the map. Leave this place. Who's there? Look how it moves me to a place it thinks I want to be in. Stupid game. I drop. The only problem is sometimes the DS emulator does lag a bit. With some games, not all games do it, but this does anyway. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. There we go. Return whence you came. That voice, is it the Eidolon? Is it? Pot iron. Let's save it because we're going to get the first boss battle coming up. Oh yes, here we go. When he wants to load, thank you. Men of Baron, you know who we are? Leave at once and no harm will befall you. I will abide no further trespass. Show yourself. You mean to ignore my warning? Yes. We must deliver this ring to the village of Mist Beyond. So be it. The mist is gathering. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. See, I can heal up with the potion if I need to when he curls into his little mist form. And it's no good to jump either with Kane. Should be able to get one more attack in. Ow. And it is coalescing. There we go. Well done for missing. Aren't you fantastic? Should get one more in before it gathers. Oh dear, Kane is trash. There we go. And it does that classic flash that you get in FF3 remake. Alright, there we go, lovely. Now that is done. You get and yeah, you get a reward every time you complete a map. So that's one of the cool new things added to the remake. Hey, if you're familiar with the game, you know what thing happens next, and it's not good. Anyway, oh, lovely. Bang. Bang. Didn't even matter if Kane was alive or not there, because we're going to get to the next bit and you get a nice refresh anyway. Jesus, what is up with the encounters today? Let's leave it now. I don't know what's up with the encounters, but this is horrible encounter rate. I've never had so many battles leading up to Mist. But yeah, of course, in the original it took like 4 or 5 steps to get to Mist. But yeah, everything's inflated, as I said. Everything takes a bit longer. Like, a few of the dungeons can take longer as well, but that's just the way it is. Anyway, here we go. Another voice acted section.
This is what we were sent to do?
He wished this village torched.
But why?
And here is a fan favourite. This girl is one of the bigger characters in terms of the fan base.
Die, just because your dragon did.
I've heard of their lot. Men who can conjure eidolons. Summoners.
Then the dragon we slew was our mother's?
You're the ones who killed her dragon?
Forgive us. We had no idea this would happen to your mother.
His Majesty sent us to eliminate every last one of these people.
No.
Foul work, to be sure. We'll need to kill the girl as well.
Cain!
It's her or us, Cecil.
She's a child!
You'd betray your king?
Betray him? Any man who wished for this is no king of mine.
I thought you might say that.
Then
I owe His Majesty much, but not so much I'd soil the Dragoon's name in his.
you're with me.
Baron's army is the mightiest in the world. Our flight means nothing if we remain alone. We must treat with other nations, share what we've seen. And Rosa, she must share our flight.
And she will. Thank you.
I'm not doing this for you.
Huh?
Quickly, we mustn't linger here. What of the girl?
We take her with us. Come. It's not safe here. Take my hand.
Go!
We've no time. Use force if you must.
Stay away!
Wait!
Leave me alone! I hate
Oh dear, so this is just like it happens in the fight. In the original. And here is Gollum. And this of course prevents you from going back to Mist and anywhere across back to Baron. So you can't go there again for a long time, because that's just how the game goes. But I'll need to remember to go back to Mist later on. Anyway. There's Wit. A weird summon creature. Ugh. She's alive, thank goodness. Cain. Cain. Well, I cannot stay here. I need to take this girl someplace safe. Forgive me, Cain. Just need to cling on until I get to thingy. Forgot what it's called now. God damn it. And yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I don't like Final Fantasy 2, but Mysidia is in both of them, and Cain's surname is Highwind, and Ricard from Final Fantasy 2's surname is also Highwind. It's Ricard Highwind. Which tells me everything about who Cain is. I think he may be Ricard's son in terms of lore. Anyway, I need to find a place to let this child rest. So this will be the last thing I do. This bit and then recruiting Rydia into the party. Hail, traveller. Oh my, I've not seen a child so pale. Please get her to her bed. You needn't worry about payment. My pardons. You've woken. You still haven't told me your name. I won't ask you to forgive me. It's my fault you lost your mother, but please, at least allow me to take you someplace safe. It seems we've found you, Lord Cecil. Please, you must listen, His Majesty. Our orders come directly from His Majesty's own mouth. Surrender the girl, we will pardon all you've done. The inhabitants of Mist represent a threat to us all. They must not be allowed to live. What? Stand aside. I think I'd rather not. And there goes Cecil being a badass. Do 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 do. So there's a cool way you can do this to get a tad bit extra experience. I'll show you. Do 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 do. So if you kill the general, you do get experience for killing him, because if you kill the last soldier, then he runs off. You do it this way just to get the experience, you know what I mean? Do 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 do. There he goes. And then they go blind. Now I think it might be confused actually. You know, doink. It's just the extra way of doing it. There we go. I'm sorry, it's all my fault. You've nothing to apologise for. It is I who've wronged you, and apologies cannot right the things I've done. But you protected me. My name's Rydia. As I said, a fan favourite. Rydia. What's that? So added into the game. This is my Eidolon. His name is Wit. His name is Wit or White, I don't know. If we have a chance, we should take him to see Fat Chocobo sometime. They're friends. It's called Chocobo, is the only summon Rydia has to start off with. I mean, she does have a lot. She has white, black, and summon magic. But yeah, you can summon White or Wit to fight for Rydia. There's just not really any hurry to do such a thing. Do 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 and I don't want to forget to go into the house over here. It's crucial. Otherwise you don't get Teller in the cave. Rosa, well you do, but I don't think he responds to you. Oh, Rosa. Oh no. Cecil, please Cecil, be alive. This is for Cecil. Auto potion. Augment. So if you augment things, then you know you get some stuff. Let's go talk to Naming Way quickly. Oh no, never mind, dear. Oh, Cecil, it seems you've got on your hands on an interesting item there, doesn't it? Let me explain how the auto potion works. It's a rather special kind of item known as an augment. Using it on a party member will teach that member an ability. Augments appear in the key items list. Don't forget to use them once you receive them. You can find augments left behind by various people scattered throughout the world. Be sure to keep your eyes open. You'll be glad you did. Well done until we meet again. Yes, Naming Way, yes. So there we go. It's become Living Way. So then you can view the bestiary. Do. Do, 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 do. So you got all this, and then as you go down, you got your bosses, of course. And there's quite a few bosses. Didn't realise it was exactly 200. Anyway. I believe there'll be one more thing to do before I will come out. Let's visit Fat Chocobo, yay. Hello there, is there something I can help you with? Oh Cecil, it's great to see you again. Have you been making the most of that map I gave you? This time I thought I'd explain a bit about wit. Wit. This little Eidolon is Rydia's partner. He can fight in her place in battle. You can train him by talking to Fat Chocobo. The harder you train him, the stronger he will become. The attributes that improve depend upon the type of training. Try them all to see their effects. You can also assign him abilities that other party members have learned. In battle, he will randomly select assigned abilities to use. And once you think he's ready, you can even put your white to the test in wireless battles against a friend. Makeover allows you to draw a unique face to give your Eidolon friend some personality. Train him well and he'll be a mighty ally on your adventures. Well done until we meet again. Lovely jubbly. So there we go. So that slot one is a new Game Plus file. But anyway, that marks the end of this episode of Final Fantasy 4 DS Remake. So, thank you for watching this episode, and in the next episode I will be going through the cave north of Kaipo in order to meet the next playable character, the Great Sage Teller, where we will join forces to take on the Octomammoth in order to get north through the cave to explore more of the world. But until then, with a massive thumbs up, we'll see you now is goodbye and good night.